says Carl.
What in the world is that? I mean, they've never seen anything like it. Hey, it's Jason with Denwerks. Got something pretty cool today. It's a 1982 Ferrari 400i V12 automatic. Really neat car. I've actually never played with one of these before. Messed around with a lot of other things, obviously, but this is our first time with a car like this. You can actually hear the fan working, so the fan's working in general, but really neat car. You guys will be able to help me on the auction, you know, make comments and stuff like that, you know, as long as they're nice, you know. I mean, you can point out things, but don't need anyone to beat up it or anything like that, so I'm just learning. So if you want to check out our website, check us out on Instagram. You'll see new cars that we're putting up on the auctions in general. So, and you probably caught a glimpse of this if you follow me. So it's just Denwerks, DENWERKS. It's ERKS. If you want us to help you sell something, let us know. As long as you think like me and don't mind showing problems and, you know, issues and, you know, the good and the bad. You know, every car's got them. So we just want to be able to let people know what they're buying in general. So we'll go ahead and start here, the front to the back. You know, the lights working. Gonna turn the lights on. You can see the marker lights are on now, and we got headlights, high beams, and they got blinkers. Got your right and your left. Actually, it's right and left. You know, if I was standing the other way. So you can see the doors open, nice. At the same time, you can see the bumper. You know, it's just kind of one of these neoprene or whatever bumpers. I had a Lotus that was the same way a few years ago. You can see the paint is cracked off of it, so the bumper needs to be refinished. You see some cracking there. So you look at the lower balance, looks good. Car actually drives pretty good. You know, it feels good out on the road in general. If you look down the side, looks fairly straight. I'm helping a gentleman sell this car in general, so it's actually fairly original. I believe it's been painted one time. I don't think it's original paint on it. What's the odometer say on it? 20,220 miles on the odometer. By the interior, I mean, it could be, but you know, I'm not going to say that it is in general, so I don't know, so I'm not going to tell you this. The wheels look pretty good. You know, I don't see any curb rash on this one. The tires are older, 240/55 VR 415, the TRX, Michelin TRX. So I would change tires on it down the road just because they're older. Fender looks actually in really good shape. I haven't seen any cracking or anything like that, or weird dents or strange repairs. Hood looks good as well. You'll see minor little chips and little scratches in general. Windshield actually looks really good. You know, as we're talking about the interior in a little bit, I just wanted to show you on the outside here. You can see the, if you look right down there, the dash pad is peeled up just a little bit on the edge. Original sticker. Original mirrors, flag style mirrors, little scrapes right there. Look at the bottom of the doors and the rocker. It actually looks really good. You see a little paint touch up right there, a little chip, a couple little things on the paint there, but the rest of the rockers look good. You know, when you look at it underneath too, it's actually really solid. You can see here, there's a small little dent and a little paint gouge, a little paint touch up right here, and you can see a little clear came off this paint right here. Overall, a couple little marks. Overall, it looks pretty good. You can see the quarter, no rust around the wheel lips or anything like that. We'll take a look at this wheel here. No curb rash on it, but there's a little paint missing in a couple little spots, but not know, tires match all the way around. We'll take a look at the back here. A couple little chip areas there, and same thing with the back bumper. As you can see there, where some of the paint just came off, or some of this coating. Actually, I like the look of these on the back. You can hear it running. I love the muffler tips, the ANSA. Very cool. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit. You know, it actually sounds nice. You can see a little black smoke, no blue, but a little black running rich, just a little bit there. We'll look at the roof real fast around the gutters. You know, even though it's a Ferrari, it's still a car. You know, we're just pointing out things that we see. You know, when you get into mechanicals and stuff, things are a little different. But you know, you shouldn't be really afraid of things like this in general, because it's just a mechanical thing. You know, so we'll go ahead and show you the lights real quick. You see the tail lights, blinkers, brake lights, and reverse. So all that works, and that's good. We'll go ahead and look at this side real fast. You know, no rust or anything like that around the wheel lips. You know, this car is actually, you know, it has its little things in general, but it's actually a really solid car. You know, so very honest, I think, in my opinion. So it's nothing that's just had fresh paint or anything like that, which that always kind of scares me. So I think the car is actually a pretty honest car. If you look down here at the bottom of the rocker, it actually looks really good. You know, no rust. See the panel gaps are all really nice on it all the way around. So it's actually pretty impressive. Roll the windows up real fast there, Keegan. You can see the window rolls up. And this one here. So no problems with that. Keegan actually helps me with a lot of my videos and cutting and my pictures and stuff. So you'll see him on Bring a Trailer as Salty Millennial. So he does a good job. Definitely, it's nice having a younger guy that loves cars. I mean, very knowledgeable. So it's good, been good to have him help me. A couple little scratches and stuff in general. So this will be our 185th car on up for auction here. So been having a lot of fun in general. You'll see right here a couple little light indentions. And I'll say 185 cars, that's on Bring a Trailer. I mean, we've sold 1,300 cars online, so kind of hard to do, but we're learning every time we get something, so having a lot of fun. So maybe we can do some more exotics in general. So anyways, hopefully that gives you a good look. We'll walk around it here a little bit. I'm gonna put it up on my lift, which is really important so you can see underneath. We'll show you the engine and interior. Hey, we're gonna take a look at the interior real fast. Actually pretty nice inside here, especially for being original and Italian. You know, not a lot to do in here. It's actually really nice. Look at the seats, you know, very original. You can see the leather has some minor little cracking, which is normal. It looks actually really good. You can see the tag is still intact. You know, the door jambs all look in really good shape overall. Check out the door panel, little cracking here, you know, but that, I mean, that's just all going to be normal on a car of this age. You can see the little lights working there. Steering wheel looks good. Console looks good. We'll check out some of the gauges here a little bit. Dash pad looks in nice shape. I already showed you up there where it peeled back just a little bit. Headliner looks good. You know, the lights are working up here too. You know, so take a look at the back seat. Obviously, I don't think probably anyone's ever sat in the back seat. You know, but overall, looks in really good shape. Back behind here looks nice. I'm just trying to show you condition overall. It's actually pretty nice. So we'll go ahead and walk around to the other side for you. You know, the door is shut. Very good. We'll just take a peek real fast. Same thing, just minor just wear in general. So overall looks nice in the interior. So go take a look in the glove box. You know, you can see here the little strap has broken off. So little tiny things to do in the interior, but you know, nothing major. You know, the nice thing is it's all intact. You can see the jams look good, haven't been hit or anything like that. So hopefully that gives you a good look, and we'll check out some more stuff. Hey, we're going to take a look at the trunk real fast. Benzia is for the gas door, and this one there is for the trunk. So that actually is working. Not a lot to see in here in general because everything has got carpet, but you can see this is saggy just a little bit. This light actually works. This one here isn't working right now, but you know, in here it looks good. We took pictures of the spare and everything, so everything's complete. You can see the toolbox. We'll put it or a tool kit. We'll, or I mean, that's the jack kit for it. I don't have an actual tool kit for it. You can see here color tag and everything like that, and it's all like kind of handwritten. It's kind of disappeared a little bit, but I can see the indentions in general. But nice thing back here, you can see has not been hit, and really no problem in general. So hopefully that just gives you a good look at the trunk. When I put it underneath, you know, when I put the car up on my lift, you'll be able to see a lot more going on in general. So, and it actually is pretty clean underneath in general. So anyways, we'll shut the lid here. You can see the panel gap. It's actually real nice on the car. So anyways, I'll show you some more stuff. Hey, we're going to take a look underneath the hood. There's actually a little lever underneath the dash, and then there's a little catch right here. Now I can't remember where it's at. Oh, sorry. There it is. There it is. You can learn from me. There we go. And also, one of the things is these little, I'm going to have to hold it up. These struts here are old, so they're not holding it up anymore. You can see original tag right up there. We'll do a close-up for you in general. Engine actually looks pretty good. You can see some other original tags right there, and we'll do close-ups there for you, but looks pretty clean overall. You're going to see some oil seepage underneath, and I believe some of it could be coming from the valve cover gaskets in general. CSI here, so it is injected. You know, we do have an engine if you're interested in one, and it's pretty rare. It doesn't come with the car or anything like it. It has nothing to do with this car, but we do have a carbureted engine with side drafts off the side of it. That's a 400 engine, so if you want to inquire about that, let me know. If you look here, one of the things we're looking at is inner structure. There is no damage. You know, it hasn't been hit. Like I said, it's pretty honest overall, but you know, it just needs a little maintenance in general. But you could take it out and drive it and enjoy it. So you can see the radiator and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and walk to the other side, but I'm going to hold the hood at the same time. And I'm on this side. I like the hood blanket underneath here, the hood insulation. Really cool. You know, but again on this side, again, no accident damage or anything like that. Go ahead and start it up. You can see this, something was plugged in right there. And hear the fans already on. We've been running it. There we go. You know, no noises or anything like that. It actually sounds pretty smooth. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit. You know, I think the motor's pretty solid overall and sounds good. So go ahead and rev it up another time. You know, so hopefully that helps you a little bit. In general, we'd like to show you some other stuff. Hey, thanks for cruising around with me in the Ferrari. Just wanted to show you a few things while we're sitting here. You can see the temperature, the tach works, odometer. We'll look at that in a minute. 22.22, I believe that works. If you look here, it's almost out of fuel. I'm a car salesman, like I always say. So it's almost on E. You can see the clock is working. Temperature and the amp. You see the amp is moving a little bit. I believe this is the temperature for the oil. I don't speak Italian, so you can kind of figure things out. Automatic, as you can see, you can hear the fans working. It has AC, but it doesn't blow cold right now. Defroster. This is a fog lamp switch here. I think that might be power mirror. Kind of loud. It's actually moving. And then also these little fans. I think that's probably for maybe oops, sorry, the camera. I think that's for defroster, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, this actually lowers up and down here, so both of those are turning on. Not sure what that two switches are. Oh, hazard lights, and this one, I don't know. So, and these lights here, I don't know, but you guys will help me, I'm sure. So, horn works as well. Other things, let's look here. Blinkers. There's the lights, but the blinkers, there we go. You can see the blinkers are working in the dash, and bright lights. Can't see that. The bright lights work because I showed you them earlier. It's just not showing up in the dash there. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Just learning about it a little bit. So we'll just take off and drive it real fast. I know that gas gauge works because we're almost out of gas, like I mentioned. But there's a little red light that might come on while we're driving it, and I've seen it on before. So you know, it could use probably a fresh tune-up in general, but I mean, it drives nice. You know, has some pickup, you know, not bad. You can feel it shifting through the gears. The odometer's at 22.23 now, so we know that's working. I'm going to lay on the brakes. It actually stops nice and straight, and you'll see that it doesn't have any wheel shake or anything like that when I was hitting the brakes, so not bad. You know, so we'll cruise around a little bit. It actually feels pretty smooth in general. Kind of interesting to drive a car like this that I have had no experience with in general, so I like it. The wipers are working as well, and I didn't test the windshield squirters, but I don't think they're working. They're not squirting right now. So anyways, we'll cruise around and I'll show you some more stuff. You can just hear that it dropped down, so the kick down's Today we're going to take a look at the Ferrari underneath. You know, you're obviously going to see the still photos that you're looking at on the auction, but it's good to do a video. You can point out different things and look at different things. This is kind of a treat for me because I haven't really messed around with Ferraris in general, so a lot of people on Bring a Trailer will probably be able to help a little bit in general, things that they see in general. You got to remember this is a Ferrari, but it's also a vintage car, so you're going to see, you know, little things, little leaks, and just like any car will probably have. So nothing I see under here that I'm scared of or anything like that, but you know, we do have a shop and can mess around with some of this stuff, so if we were to choose to. So anyways, we'll start here to the front to the back. The bottom of the valance actually looks pretty good. I don't see any issues here or anything like that. You can see this little tow hook had been bent just a little bit, but nothing big. Coney shocks up front. You know, everything looks pretty good in general. You'll see a little bit of seepage around some components. You know, I don't think the car's ever been restored or anything like that. It's just been driven. You can see a little bit of seepage up there. Just coming off of a few things. Nothing's really hitting the floor per se up here in the front or anything like that, except right back here. You can see at the bottom of the transmission there's a little bit of oil here. I'm not 100% sure where that's coming from. Could be a rear main, I don't know. Not going to rule that out, but you will see a little bit of dampness up higher. You know, if you look there on the back, on those nuts there, you can see dampness there, and you can see it there, so it could be dripping a little bit, maybe down from the valve covers. Not 100% for sure. I can see the pan looks pretty good, and you can get some drippage here from the I think that's probably a temp sending unit for the oil, as I'm going to guess what that is. But you can see dampness here. If you look up there by the heads, a little bit of dampness up there, which is probably coming from the valve cover. But again, the only thing that's hitting the floor when you're running it doesn't leak or anything like that, doesn't smell like oil or anything like that, but you will get a few drips on the floor. Probably, you know, if it's sitting overnight, you're probably maybe 3 inches across, so there is some dripping coming here, so I want to make you aware of that. Transmission has a little bit of seepage around the edge. GM transmission, so that's not too hard to mess around with in general. If you look at the frame, though, I mean, this is really important. Frame looks really, really good in this car. Very, very nice. I haven't seen any signs of rust or accident damage or anything like that. Look at the mufflers on this. I mean, it's just amazing. All the way across there, how the headers flow into it. And then all the way back. These little things here, I don't know exactly what that is. I would think it was an oxygen sensors or something like that, but I don't think so. I mean, I think that's what that is there. But I don't know what those little ports are, so I mean, you guys might think I'm stupid, I just don't know. You can see them on both sides here. If you look down here, mufflers all look pretty good. Floors look nice. You know, it's a fiberglass tub on these, which is kind of interesting for sure. You know, drive line and everything, you know, it's looks enclosed. I don't see any drippage or anything like that. Rear end looks good in general. So frame looks good. Rocker area looks good on the car overall. You know, I'll take a look at this rocker on this side. If you look here, everything looks actually pretty clean. Coney shocks on the back. You can see that's got a overrider. These ones don't have that on the back. You can see a little cracking there, you know, on the bushing. Mufflers look good. ANSA. I actually love the tips on those. And that sticker. If you look back here at this pan, looks really good. You can actually see all the original spot welds going across the back and everything. So I mean, overall it's pretty impressive, you know, structurally wise. You know, there's going to be a little bit of care on different things. Mostly, you know, a little bit of seepage. You can see the axle boots actually look pretty good. Just looking up here, you know, a little dampness, but I don't see any cracking in them from here. So those look good. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of help in general. You know, you guys, if you can see something I'm not seeing, that would be great. You know, don't beat it up too much. I mean, it is a nice car, and it's actually in pretty nice condition overall. So just needs a little bit of maintenance, just like anything else. So if you got comments, make comments, give me a phone call. Would love to help. And you know, just let me know. Thanks for taking a peek.